Hey booktube, Chelsea the reading outlaw here to talk to you guys about my November reading plans. I'm so excited. If you guys have been following me on Twitter or if you've been sticking around my channel for a while, you know that November is my birthday month. And yes, I absolutely believe in birthday months, which also means that it is my rereading month. I'm not ashamed to like reread whatever I want, whenever I want in general, but sometimes I kind of like specifically save things, especially if they're like series things for November, when I set aside a bunch of time to just reread a bunch of my old favorites. So that's what this is. This is not like an exhaustive list. This is more like a might be read pile, or like things that I really like to get to pile. I literally just went like down the rainbow of my shelves and pulled out a bunch of stuff that I wanted to reread or that had been a long time since I read. And that's what this is. The first one is actually maybe a little surprising. It's a book of poetry. It's Selected Poems by W.H. Auden. I love W.H. Auden. He's maybe one of my absolute favorite English poets. This is a tried and true collection for me. There are a bunch of annotations in this book, and it is like the spine is cracked to automatically fall open to Funeral Blues, which is one of my absolutely favorite W.H. Auden poems. I'm really looking forward to getting back through this or leafing through it again. I rarely read this collection cover to cover, but it's one of my favorites to pick up and just kind of leaf through. And it's been at least a couple of years since I've done that. So I'm putting it on my bedstand for the month of November and hoping to get through as much of it as possible. Next up on the docket is a forever fave, and that's Beyond Jealousy by Kit Rocha. You guys know how I feel about the Beyond books. I feel like I don't need to tell you guys anymore about these books because you've heard me talk about them a million times, but this one is my absolute forever fave in that entire series. It's book number 4. It's the book that deals with our OT3, Rachel, Ace, and Cruz. I love it. I love it so much. This is my print copy that I loved enough that I actually bought a print copy. I used my precious book money, and I just really love it. It's signed by the author, and it's just super great. It's super hot, bisexual, post-apocalyptic love army porn, and it's my favorite. And then after that, we have a book that I haven't read in years and years and years, but I was talking to Catherine about it, about the atmosphere of it, and about the setting of it, and about how it's hard to imagine somebody reading this book without having already been to the settings and really getting that same evocativeness. And it's been so long that I wanted to pick it up again. And that's East of Eden by John Steinbeck. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is essentially the retelling of Adam and Eve through Cain and Abel, but set in California in the Salinas Valley. There are a lot of things about this book that have stuck with me over the years, especially the concept of Timshel, which is essentially to say that thou mayest, and human choice plays a huge role in the ultimate good and evil of the world. I'm really looking forward to getting back into this. I couldn't give you a summary. It's been that long since I actually read it, but I remember absolutely loving it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if it holds up in my memory to what it did when I read it several years ago. So it's a really chunky book. We'll see. I'm crossing my fingers. And the next one, friends, this one is just a weird book, but I love it so much. I'm just going to read the back for you. Just buckle in, friends. Jitterbug Perfume is an epic, which is to say it begins in the forest of ancient Bohemia and doesn't conclude until 9 o'clock tonight, Paris time. It's a saga as well. A saga must have a hero, and the hero of this one is a janitor with a missing bottle. The bottle is blue, very, very old, and embossed with the image of a goat-horned god. If the liquid in the bottle actually is the secret essence of the universe, as some folks seem to think, it had better be discovered soon, because it is leaking and there's only a drop or two left. So this is the story of the beet as a majestic root vegetable. It's a story of transcendentalism and eternal life. It's a story of sex and puns and time travel. And there's just so many weird fucking things that happen in this book. And it's my favorite Tom Robbins book. And I'm really, really looking forward to reading it again in November. I might put this one at the top of the list. I was looking through my shelves and I saw it and I was like, yeah. So I might have to go up at the top of the list. It's a weird book, guys. I'm just letting you know now if you pick it up. It's a weird book. And then I have 2 more things. The first one is The Night Circus. I definitely don't need to tell you guys what this one is about. Erin Morgenstern, dueling magicians, beautiful atmospheres, wonderful fall, winter books, circuses. It's fantastic. And then the last one, I'm only going to show you the first book, but I have the whole series. I'm going to do my best to get through the whole series because I feel like these work best if you binge them. And that is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making, which is a series that still has my award like in my heart for best series title of all time. I love all the Fairyland book titles. They're all very long. By Catherine M. Valente. This is the story of September and her wyvern library, and Saturday, the blue boy that she meets when she goes into Fairyland. And it is, I love these books so much, guys. They're like the first couple Harry Potter books, but with a girl and better. It's like the Phantom Toll Booth, but with magic, and again, a girl and better. There's so many comparisons I could make. I wish that these books had been out when I was actually of a middle grade age, because I would have cut them out and plastered my wall with them. But as it is, I'll just have to, I mean, I could do that now. I might just do that now. You know what? Fuck it. I might just do that now. But yeah, that's my November might be read consideration pile for my month of rereads. There's also a bunch of digital stuff and audio stuff, and I don't really know. I'm not really feeling like dictating a strict schedule for what I'm actually going to do. I just want to reread whatever pops up that I feel like will make me feel all warm and fuzzy, because it's going to be my birthday and I feel like I deserve that. So yes, friends, as always, all my social media is in the down bar below. Let me know what you love to reread, what your comfort reads are. If you guys do any kind of thing like this for your birthday, or if you do any kind of fun reading stuff on the occasion. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have happy reading, friends.